Welcome to Manifest Gratitude Podcast. I'm your host, Eleanor Murphy, and today we are going to talk about manifesting gratitude every day in every way. But before we get started, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I want you to hit that like button. I want you to subscribe to our channel and to share it with friends and family members. We would like to grow our channel and spread gratitude everywhere and in every opportunity we have to do so. And where we are today, in the situations that we are experiencing, or as people say, in times like these, we need everything that we can get to help us get through the challenges that we face, the overload of information that we receive, and just the feeling that we find ourselves in this period of time. And as someone who really feels that every ounce, every second of our life, every ounce of our being, every second of our day is a composite of gratitude, regardless of what's going on, how it's going on, the effect of it really begins and ends with us. One of my mentors, Dr. Jean Cotton, used to say all the time, everything begins and ends with you, the individual. It doesn't begin and end with you based on what I'm doing or how I'm doing. It's what you are receiving in your own world through your mind, the experiences that you let flow through your mind into your body. So I'm coming up with this as we look at gratitude. Gratitude is what it's an appreciation, it's an experience, it's a feeling, it's something that we process through our mind, through our bodies, and out into how we react and interact with other people. So if you are looking at gratitude every day in every way, that means you are literally aware of gratitude or constantly bringing yourself back to gratitude. And so if you're bringing yourself back to gratitude, or if you're becoming aware of gratitude, that changes your focus on what, and as I've said in the past, gratitude is not this huge system, this huge boom bang that we may experience. It is the everyday things that we do, it's the subtle things that sometimes we have to become aware of because they are moving all along the way. The things that create the what we are grateful for is moving, whether we are aware of it or not. And we often will focus on the negative things that where we worry, where we get anxious. It just makes us frightened in so many ways. Those are the things that's happening in our environment and around us. But it is our responsibility to ourselves to find a way to break through that whole situation, the suffocating fears that we may feel when we read newspapers or we watch TV or listen to the radio, and with things that are happening, whether you are aware or not, it's having a mental or physical effect on your life and in your environment. So, what you do in a situation like that is to think about the things that you can control. That's important to you. And one of the easy ways, or one of the most simplistic ways of beginning this process of gratitude, it doesn't change. We can come on 24/7, and we're going to be sharing pretty much the same steps. The experiences may be different, but the steps are pretty much the same because we need to become an aware of our environment. And as you become aware of your environment, become aware of the things that are affecting you right now. I'm talking about personally. I know everything out there has some effect on us, but I'm saying to you, looking at that effect, where it is right now, how is it impacting me? What's going on around me, happening through me? And as you see those things begin to happen, then this is the perfect time. As you see the things that are happening, sometimes I say the walls are closing in on me. Or, if you feel that anxiety, the easy way, and I'm saying easy for me, it may not be that easy for you, but it's the beginning to reflect on on what are you appreciative of? What are the things in your world and in your life that you can control, that can make a difference in how you live or how you go through this process where everything seems to be turning upside down and turning sideways? Because I've been doing some reading from the Greater Good Center at the University of California, Davis, as they have done work with gratitude and how gratitude, the more we are thankful, look at the things that we're thankful for, look for things that we appreciate, it really has an effect on our mental status, on our brain, the endorphins that come in and bring uh, pleasure, getting all tied up, bring pleasure to our whole system to the point where we can relax. We can look and make decisions. Because if we look at the things that are happening, the things that we cannot control and listen to other people as we just pile on. It's almost like, can you top this? Can you top that? Amongst the things that are happening in our world and in our environment, then we are going to be absolutely overwhelmed. We're going to be frightened. We're going to be stagnant because we're not sure how to move, which way we need to go. So I'm saying, take a look around you. Think about the things that affect you, and you can just step away, step out, just go within your own mind and think about, there's every aspect of your being. You're breathing, you're seeing, you're hearing, you're talking, you're communicating with others in your life. You're looking at the whole environment. We need to train ourselves as we talk about manifest gratitude. The purpose here, when we manifest gratitude every day in every way, we want that to be the central focus, of our life as we experience our faith traditions. But we want to always see, always practice, always look for it to train our mind to the fact of gratitude. There's always something happening in your life and in your world and affairs to be grateful for. And if you could just take like gratitude moments, that as you're doing your work, as you're walking, as you're driving, as you're sitting, maybe watching TV or whatever, taking a minute to think, I'm grateful that I can see, I'm grateful that I can think, I'm grateful that I can speak, I'm grateful that I can hear, I'm grateful that I can move, I'm grateful that even all the stuff that's happening in our world and in our environment, I'm aware of it. I can still make decisions about it. I am going to find ways, this is what we're talking about, or suggestions, to find ways that if it's nothing but a second of gratitude, that when you see things, you hear things, you feel things, you can say, thank you. Thank you that I'm even experiencing this moment. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. I can express how I feel about it. Gratitude, being thankful every day. There's something every day in every way, whatever the way is, however you're experiencing that. I want you to focus on the good, not saying that things are not happening. I don't want you to not be realistic about what's happening around us, but choosing how you react to it, what you do about it. And so, what I am saying, to keep you grounded, to keep you moving in the direction in which you want to move, doing the things that you want to do. One tool is to be thankful, grateful, all of this works together for who you are, what you are, regardless of what the situation is. It may not be the best of what you want at this particular time. Things may not be going the way you want to go. We talk about we have more month than we have check. So, whatever those things are, you lean into a ritual, your own ritual of gratitude, of the things that you are thankful for, appreciative of, the people around you. And sometimes we're thankful for things that didn't quite go the way we wanted them to go. Because sometimes, you've heard people talk about it and you probably experienced it yourself, where you wanted to go in this direction. And then you're just so frustrated when the direction that you want to go is blocked off or something backed up, that you have to turn around and go in another direction. And then you may hear later that there was some situation in the way in which you wanted to go and you could not go. So if we would just relax, realize that life, and somebody says life is just life, and life just keep on being life. But a way of handling life, handling difficult situations, handling things that we're grateful for, that makes us happy, that we're happy and joyful and laughing and feeling really good about. We give thanks in all those times. Gratitude every day, in every way. That don't mean that it's howdy and that you're just up here just so happy all the time. No, not that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about regardless of any situation. We want to practice gratitude, practice giving thanks for, if it's just us, how we think, how we feel. Just think about the function of you, your being, the senses, giving up the appreciation for having those senses, giving time to reflect on the difficulties that you may have experienced or currently experiencing. That stillness, stopping for a minute, thinking about what's up, as someone would say, what's going on? How do I relate? How do I reflect on what's going on? And when we ask ourselves those questions and when we go through it, see, that's another mode of being thankful, because we can think, we can feel, we can see. We have the ability to receive, the ability to reject, the ability just to be still and let all of these things move around and pass us. And then when you're thinking about that whole idea of gratitude every day in every way, it's your ability to even let it go by. It's the ability to be even aware. You know, all of life, the little 30-second or just the whole idea to think about it every now and then as you're going through your experiences of the day, to just say thank you. And until next time, manifest gratitude. Follow us on Facebook and here on this YouTube channel. But in your day to day life, manifest gratitude. Find the things that give you pleasure. Find the things that make you say, I'm glad for that. I am thankful for that. And every time you smile, every time you take a breath, every time you look to, towards the sky or the heavens, you're manifesting. Manifest gratitude. Your host, Eleanor Murky. Subscribe and share this channel.